Hello, happy campers. That'll be an appropriate start. Most dangerous man in this tube, in my opinion, is Tony Birchie. You know why he's the most dangerous man on here? Because he's 10 times worse than Dickie Hickey. He's 10 times more clever. And the fact that he's never been down for some of these horrendous stuff he's been accused of means that he's like a fish that keeps slipping through the net. You know, I believe personally, he's a danger to anyone. My lids, your lids, anyone's lids, women and all that. He's manipulative. He's very manipulative. Preys on vulnerable people. I believe he got his own mate 5 years. I never see him talk about Paul at all. I don't see any, considering he used to pick him up and drive him around everywhere. You think he'd like make some visits up to the jail that he's in. Never see him talk about him at all. I believe he was set up. If anyone in the radius of Birchie is at risk. Now, you don't have to be, really lightning speed with your hands. You have to be the best fighter in the world to be dangerous. Dangerous is dangerous. Be dangerous from behind a laptop. Be dangerous with a blade, come from behind, blush. Be dangerous with your voice, the way you manipulate people, get people to carry out your dirty work for you. He tries to portray himself as good people. Now, why? From my experience, people that try to portray themselves as good people, desperate for approval of the public, to see them as good people, because they're not good people. If you're a good person, you don't need to tell everyone, I'm a good person. And people already know. I never pretend to be a good person. In fact, if anything, I'm the opposite. Fucking bad person. Proud of it. Good people, good people. Call yourself a good person. You know that those checks from you, Birchie, you know that they're true. You're deflecting at the highest degree. Talking about everybody else being deviants, perverts, women abusers. I bet about 90% of the people on this platform possibly raise their hand to a woman at some point. And the other 10%, 9% have probably never been with a woman before. About the male side, the two like nerds with glasses who shit in the chats. We used to call them boffins at school. Most dangerous. In fact, there's actually somebody more dangerous on there than him at the moment. I'm not going to name his name. I'm going to call him Special Bacon. I think we know what I mean. But I'm going to keep my opinions about him to myself for now. I'm not a religious man. I'm not a religious man, but I believe in karma. It's just the law of averages. or mathematics. You bully someone once, you might get away with it. But the more you keep poking the bear, 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 poking and poking and poking and poking and poking and poking and poking, at some point the bear's going to bite and bite back hard. They all fall down like toy soldiers. I believe that what we're looking at is a deck of cards. It's all going to come falling out, falling apart. I know what's what, and I know none of us are angels on it. But there's a difference between being a bully, an out and out bully, and being a nasty bastard. I can't see how anybody, no matter what your opinion is, a certain person on it, a certain family, how you can justify stuff that they've been going through. They then keep pushing them more, 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 more. See, what we saw with Decker Heggie, difference between Decker Heggie and Birdshit. Decker Heggie, he doesn't have a brain cell. They just say that his stick is too banks. Whereas Birdshit, he's 10 times worse than him, but he does have a brain cell. More brain cell than he's got fucking vision in his eyes, which doesn't say much. But always been know and respect your enemy. Real horrible, conniving piece of shit, and he will get you any way you possibly can. Just like that dildo Dave. They got no problems of winning no matter what the cost. They got no morals. They'll go to the police if they have to. And then, when, for example, if they was to go to the police on me, which I know that they have, and I've got to go to the police station, and I've got to prove that I'm not what they say they are, for example, all of a sudden they'll call me a grass. And don't get me wrong, Ash and Axel, I did hear you live last night. Listening to it, I was on the running machine. And thank you for saying all that shit about me, because it just made me run faster and faster. I already got a really good workout there. Does it bother me? No, not in the slightest. Axel and Ash, you talk absolute utter slosh. And what's more concerning is the way you talk, Axel. It's almost like you get a little kick out of sexual things you're saying that I'm doing. I'm not. You really do sound like a very, very strange person. The way you put like so much effort into that word, pedophile. You nonce children. You sound like one yourself. But don't get me wrong, Axel. I wouldn't wish that on. Oh, you fucking dickhead. I wouldn't wish what happened to your mum happened to any single parent on here, on this earth. And I'll tell you the truth, I do actually feel bad about that. I'm never going to apologise to you, Axel. You kept trying to trigger me. And then you finally got triggered. And you use that again. Keep using it again. I couldn't give a shit. Do I feel bad about what I said? Yes. Do I care about you? No. If it hurts you any way, shape, or form, then it was worth it. Does your mum deserve that? No. I don't know why you had to tell her. Couldn't wait to tell her. Jimmy, no, mummy, look what Jimmy said. Said about her. Fucking hell, man. You say Ash and Axel, I don't get many numbers. I don't know what the time is over there. 6 o'clock in the morning. I wouldn't expect to get any numbers. So if I don't get any views, I don't get any numbers. Why are you making whole lives dedicated towards me? If I'm just a nobody, that will barely exist. Obviously got to you somehow. You lot keep poking the bear. So the bear bites back. Don't complain. Just take your punishment. Ash, you're a piece of shit, man. And I've got real concerns about you. For some reason, you brought Axel into your stupid fucking campaign. I want to be the voice for the Northeast. I think you're in front of no, it's Carlisle in the Northeast. I don't think so. No, but I want to do it, but I don't want to be next Scotty G. It's almost Scotty G a voice for the Northeast. Scotty G was in his shed because he was poorly, because he was sick. He was on the trying to get him off the gear. Whereas if you was in a shed reporting about the Northeast, for example, you could come and go as you please. I don't want to be the next Scotty G. Do you really compare yourself to Scotty G, Ash? Bloody hell. You're about as delusional as he is, I'll tell you that. Fucking excuses. Wanker. Proper tosser. As for Sharon, I don't know what you expect from me. You come in. Look, last night I listened to her live, and it was all about calling me a paedophile, saying this, saying that. Couldn't give a shit, man. Took water for duck's back. Couldn't give a toss. You know why? Because I know I'm not none of these things. I'm not going to go around calling people up. Oh, can you get so and so to take that video down? I've got mental health. I've got a caseworker. I had to get someone to stop calling the police on you. No. Then, okay, fair enough. Felt sorry for you the first time. Then people you hang around with, Birdshit, Ash, Axel, Birdshit, Ash, Axel, sorry, Dildo Dave. Well, they've never done any harm. They would have been good, respectful to me. Really? Well, so if I started talking to you with respect, but then you found out that I was Ian Brady behind the scenes, that'd be alright with you, would it? If Ian Brady is. No, I believe he's probably someone better whose name came up the other day. I think they nicknamed for Shadow or something. And just to clarify with Shadow, he was out in Phuket and I started hunting him down. I just want to go bish bash bosh with him. I was never going to put one in the back of his head. I don't know where I actually got that from. Look, if you want to fight someone, he was obviously doing it for money. So I try the respectful way, tried to lure him in. Said, look, do you want to meet up for this and that? Put it down towards training for Decker, whatever you're doing. And he said, maybe after my fight with Decker. And I was like, and I saw he had a problem with his visa, so I tried to get him over it. I never sent him money. So I tried to get him over where I was, on the pretense that I could get him a visa. It's absolutely a lie. I couldn't get him one. I could get him one. It was impossible. It's in the system. So they've been manipulating me to come over to me because I don't know where he was. He was in Phuket somewhere. Not on a wild goose chase going from gym to gym. Fucking how many gyms are in Phuket? So now if I try and get him to come over to me, it's only 30 minutes in a plane. He didn't come, so I started baiting him afterwards. That's the story. That's the truth. So you put as much spin as you want on that action. That's another thing that you said. So you just give me stuff to talk about. He said, what did I pay Dodgy Dave for? Why not just ask him? Ash, if you want to know, I'm not jumping on your panel. You can mute me and shout. I'm not having a conversation with you. It's not worth having a conversation with. Conversation about what? So you can trip me up and clip it and use it against me somewhere else. Well, somebody's modified a bicycle and put a motor on it. Bloody hell. God, people can be creative. You know, if you take away restrictions, can't do this, can't do that. So, what else did you accuse me of? You accused me of impregnating my 14-year-old niece, 13-year-old niece. Put the proof up, Jimmy. Put the proof up. What do you want me to do, Ash? Do you want me to put my marriage certificate up to prove whether I'm married or not? To prove so that, you know, everyone can see on YouTube my private business and my name and shit like that. Do I owe YouTube that for some reason? Do you want me to put my child's birth certificate up to dox my children? Do you think I really owe YouTube all that stuff? Do you want me to put my niece's full name, the child's birth certificate? Is that, you know, prove it, Jimmy. Prove you didn't do it. I need to prove it to you. I know I didn't do it. Start saying I've got access to bullets and stuff like that. Well, there's fucking shooting ranges here every bloody 5 kilometres with each other. Those people got access to bullets. It's not like England. Then I think a picture of a bullet is completely harmless. I can't imagine a picture jumping out of the living phone and attacking you. I mean, I haven't seen that happen yet. Maybe about 1,000 years in the future, maybe that could happen. But, you know, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But Ash and Doxy, you're polling your room, you're calling other people prostitutes. You are blatantly either a prostitute or you're definitely acting like one. Wait there a minute. I'm going to grab a coffee out of the machine. Is that right? Don't to put evidence of that up. Put the proof up, Jimmy. Put the proof up. When you put proof up, what's the point of putting any proof up? Basically, when you're saying put the proof up, you're saying dox yourself, Jimmy. Dox yourself. Dox yourself. Another thing, Ash. He said people put pictures of my kids up there and I did absolutely nothing about it. The same person that put pictures of my kids up there, we're now friends with. What did you about it when Dodgy Dave was chasing you around Carlisle? Do you remember that? You did nothing about that. Remember that? Now, why is it when I draw a line in the sand with certain people, so for example, Julian and Shufton, well, have you got a problem with that? Well, just because you got a problem with Julian. If I drew a line in the sand with Dave, that'd be all right, wouldn't it? I won't draw a line in the sand with him again. He's a spent force. The only reason why he's lost a lot of weight is because he's riddled with diabetes. I've seen it before. Loads of people. It's either like you'd be on a very, very strict diet now, what you can and can't eat, because you would get overcome with greed up to this point, scoffing his face with donuts and pizzas and all this sugary food. He hasn't lost his weight due to fitness. Dave, you're another big, big piece of poo. Another one that's got a bee in his bonnet about me. They want us to do whole fucking lives about me. So what? I've got 8 views now. So what? Don't care. One point I have 4. Couldn't give a fuck. I've got 80. I'm not trying to put out a big, big, massive message at the moment. Just replying back. I don't take YouTube that seriously, Ash and Axel. I don't know why you're so into your numbers, but it looks like you sell your own blooming. You sell your own kidneys for numbers. Unless I can turn these numbers into money, it don't mean nothing to me. Then you can watch it, you can leave. Oh yeah, you gotta. Everything I do now is considered wrong. I did toilet reviews before. What kind of a man does a toilet review? Well, most of us have to visit a toilet at some point in the day. Maybe not you lot, because you just shit on the floor and piss on the floor. Well, that's what you accuse me of. But if you see something that's a little bit interesting, a little bit more different, then like a toilet with aircon and in it, how many people have been to the toilet with air conditioning in it? The taps on the toilet, they're made out of quite expensive stuff. The loos, they spent a lot of money on some of these toilets I reviewed. Now, how many of us have spent a lot of time in the toilet? Most of us do. It's quite nice to sit in a nice toilet. You can actually relax and read the newspaper or look at your phone or whatever. Rather than the opposite's a really dirty toilet with, no toilet roll, or it doesn't flush properly or something like that. I wasn't reviewing bad toilets, reviewing like these posh, swanky toilets. There's something wrong with that. There's a lot of money in toilets, a lot of money in shit as well, by the looks of it. So you criticise that. It was something new, wasn't it? Yeah. Why don't you not try doing something new rather than just picking on people and just slating them? Fucking wrong them. Everyone's a pedo. Everyone's a sexual deviant. Even when they're not. Only call people sexual deviants, in my opinion, that they are. And you got humbles, and you got humble. I know that you're MI5. I know you are. And don't ask me how I know, but you know, and I know. I have clear confirmation that you're MI5, and I suggest that your bosses, all your friends around you that are higher up that you answer to, do a little bit of background checking into you, and make sure it checks out, right down to your birth, right down to your mother, right down to his check out everything, because you are MI5. And I'm exposing you because the thing is with 5 is that they don't want to be exposed. They want to hide under the radar. They got a bit more powers than everybody else, just like he has. How come he never gets nicked? The acro he put up online, he couldn't give a shit. They got powers, these MI5 people. They can monkey up an acro easily. And a Claire's law easily. Because they are the government. They're the ones that give out passports, aren't they? So they're the work for the Home Office. Work for the Crown. See, I believe, Humbles, I'm just being straight up with you. that you came into this out of nowhere, injected yourself into this northeast stuff. You try to get in close with a certain crime family to give you some kind of ladder into that world. Now, I believe your objective isn't just to take out the enemy of the family, also to take out the family itself. Where'd you get your money from? Who pays you? I believe you're. Why would you want to be invested in all this shit? Oh, I had a choice to do good or do bad. What do you mean, work for the government or become a criminal? Is that what you mean? You've been recruiting vulnerable vulnerable young men like Ash and Axel, and give them promises that they're going to live rich in the future, and make them believe that you're this rich man, walking on air, going from country to country, living in a tropical life. But I'm telling you, Ash and Axel, you ain't going to get that. You're nothing but cattle to him. He's groomed you, he's used you, he's going to abuse you. Ask yourself, where does he get all these editing skills from? Where does he get? Will you shut up? Where does he get all these how is it that he's so well hidden? Everything in that espionage world is smokes and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. Telling you, your own people that are surrounded by you, humbles, they need to be careful because they can end up getting banged up or worse. And my father got more powers than the average law enforcement people. So I suggest that everybody starts questioning Humbles, even if he's weighing you in, even if he's paying you money, even if you think you're onto a good thing. How much money can you spend when you're banged up? And Ash, you're just a prison man, aren't you? You're someone that people will use that can put stuff out there and get banged up because you spend half your life in prison, probably institutionalized to it. Tell me the truth. You're not asking me questions. I'm asking you a question. Do you actually miss prison? You spend so much of your adult life behind bars. Maybe you're institutionalized to it. Maybe you don't want to leave. Maybe the outside world hasn't treated you the same as the inside world. Is that why you're walking around like you don't give a fuck whether you go back or not? You know the prison system very well, probably better than you know the outside world. I'll tell you what, man. If you call that living a gangster's life, if you really believe you're a gangster and you got to live your life looking over your shoulder everywhere you go, fuck that, man. Why not just go out and get a normal job? You got yourself a forklift license. Actually go out, get a job, have a pint in the evening with the working lads, do a bit of exercise, whatever you want to do. But I'll tell you what, you would have a lot less headache if you went out and got a normal job. You'd have more money in your pocket, and you wouldn't have the old bill. Or looking, you would have your shoulder the old bill. You might still have some few enemies from now. You might have some debts you still got to pay off, but you're probably more likely to pay them off if you're working. But people like you can't stop taking shortcuts. You look at these old timers, the ones which tell the stories about their past. spend like double figures in jail, and when it's a little bit later on, they hit the mid-50s or whatever, they realise that they've wasted half their life. Okay, there was some fun times, but the come down was 10 years, 11 years, double figures. I do understand that some people will get banged up due to being a victim of circumstance, but injecting yourself into that kind of world, got to be absolutely mad. Me, I want nothing to do with any drugs whatsoever. It's easy money and it's a very high risk. It's not my thing. Nowadays, anybody see back in the old days to be considered a gangster or something like that, you actually had to be connected to people, running the fruit machines, running the probably running some brothels, running the gambling, giving out loan sharking, or everything like kind of criminality. And nowadays, all you got to do is buy a bit of this for X amount and sell it for this amount. All of a sudden, you'll consider yourself a gangster. I think drugs have really fucked up that world, to be honest. Back in the old days, you could, I believe that the old timers, they used to protect the area as well. You know, they used to be probably do a better job than the coppers. You know, if you've done something you shouldn't, you get slapped. Things used to make a lot more sense back then. That was more organised crime. Drugs come on the scene, it's all just come completely disorganised. It's become multicultural, which I don't agree with multiculturalism, to be honest. I believe in nationalism. These Albanians are coming over and taking over. And you've got third world tactics of acid and stuff like that, using grape as a weapon. These foreign ways of dealing with shit. You've got the Russians. You know, English people have had to adapt. Now they're all mixed together, and now the whole country is one big bloodbath by the sounds of it. See, out here, you can get, there's a lot more peace out here. There's also a lot more those don't take no shit either.